On January 1 of 1901, Australia's colonies, led by Edmund Barton, became states and territories of Australia in what was known as Federation. What did we get? More politicians, and we got a Prime Minister. Maybe the date should have been April 1st. I think the joke was on us really, wasn't it? However, what we also got between 1890 and 1915 was an architectural period in Australia known as the Federation period. Federation homes, well, they're just beautiful works of art, aren't they? And you know what, unlike politicians, they were designed to make our life easier and fun. What do? Well, you know, they restore the history, the soul, and you know, that's what's lacking in a lot of modern homes. The features we love in Federation homes, well, you've got the lattice work, we've got wide verandas, we've got LED lights, we've got decorative ceilings and wide hallways, and we've got it here in spades. But Federation houses, you know, built from 1915, that's 110 years ago. So if you buy one, you might just be buying yourself a whole heap of trouble. You know, piping, plumbing, electricity, everything was different now. So what about a modern reproduction of that? This one here, built in 2018, captures all that worldly charm and that feeling that, you know, modern houses don't have. Come with me, we're at 97 Brianderry Road, just in Buckajo. Have a look at this beautiful home. I think you're going to love it, and all the features that Federation homes bring. Let's talk about this home, and if you've seen the photos and it's taken your breath away, then you're the perfect buyer for this house, because you probably don't want to live in a project home. This has just grabbed you by the soul, which a Federation house does. As I said, built in 2018, this is a Harkaway home. Now, they've been building these types of homes for over 40 years, so they've absolutely nailed it, and every detail and feature in this home is just, well, it's Federation, isn't it? Just beautiful. Let's start by doing a tour of the house. Well, of course, the first thing you're going to notice is that beautiful wide hallway. Off to your left, we have the master bedroom. Ensuite, wow. First impression as you walk in, look at those tiles, classic Federation. And the clawed bath. We've got to have one of those, don't you? And something that you wouldn't find in an ensuite in the Federation period is a walk-in robe. We've also got, there's no glass in there. You'll notice the shower, no glass to clean. How well does that work? Plenty of room, beautiful vanity. What a great bathroom and ensuite. The two other bedrooms, well, obviously 3-metre high ceilings throughout this home. And that's Federation, of course. Everybody wanted that airy feeling, which is, you know, that's Australia, isn't it? Built-in robes throughout there, and also very generous. And, you know, that's part of Federation, was that we had the space. That was Australia. Wide open areas, and this lounge room. How comfortable is it going to be for the whole family? Federation kitchens, guess what? Meeting place for the whole family. And, well, sort of not changed from today, really. Well, this one just nails it, doesn't it? And because, you know, it's designed for something to look like 1901, doesn't mean you don't get a dishwasher. We've got all the mod cons in there. Gas cooking, dishwasher, you know, cook up a storm. Have a look at that sink. Look at the view out that window. Straight to the east, looking over those rolling hills. Just love it. Oh, I could cook up a storm in that kitchen. One thing that they had in the Federation period, well, they had butlers and they had maids. Well, we haven't got a butler or a maid for you in this house, but we have got a walk-in pantry, which we're calling a butler's pantry because look at the size of it. You could hide a butler in there. Check out the laundry. How stylish is this? Normally don't photograph laundries, but this is just a star. As you can see, this house really does nail the brief. Federation house, modern, living and style, all wrapped in one. So many great features, LED lights throughout. Top quality windows here. You've got casements, you've got double hungs, you've got French doors opening onto a wide veranda, which is also a big feature of these homes. It's, you know, it's built for comfort. If you really do like a Federation home, you try and find me one that nails it better than this one with all the mod cons. And you know what? There's nothing to fix or there's nothing to dig up. You've got to think that one of these houses has got to be better than buying an old one. Let's have a chat about the block here and how majestically does the house sit on top of the hill here. So we've got 6.5 acres. We're at Buckajo, which is about, honestly, it's about 7 or 8 minutes out of town. How convenient is that? The block, 6.5 acres, I just said, it's fully fenced. You can have, you know, cattle here, it's fenced for that. Water, well, you know, that's always a sticking point when you're living out in the country here. Well, we have 95,000 litres of drinking water here with some big tanks out behind us. The big bonus here is we also got access to the Bega River, so you can pump from that. Yeah, you didn't think that was coming, did you? 45,000 litres of storage for that and these irrigation tanks down in the paddock, so you are never ever going to run out of water. As you can tell, I'm a real sucker for a Federation home, and who wouldn't be? They were built for a time when things were a lot easier than what they are today. It was about family, it was about getting together, it was about space, and it was a fresh country. We'd just become states, and this house is a perfect representation of that. Give me a call, Rob Shadle, on 0457 572 073. Come and see me. I would love to show you this property in beautiful Buckajo. Edmund Barton. You know what, I reckon I'd be a pretty good Prime Minister. I wonder what Edmund Barton's thinking about the way the country's going. You know, I wonder what he'd think if we put a... Oh, I can guarantee you there'll be no nuclear plant out there or a wind farm. You'll be all right.